Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sprints. Happy Monday. Hope everyone is doing well. Let me know how you're doing. For everyone here who is from Escape the Readathon, let me know how it's going for you. Let me know what team you're on, what you're reading, what you're working on. If you want to divulge secrets, I will keep them, unless you're on the engineers, in which case, shush. Yeah, let me know what you're reading, how far you are, how it's going, how you're enjoying it. I'm seeing some chaos beginning, which I was prepared for, so I will be quelling the chaos as much as possible. Let me know what's going on. Hey, Vanessa. Welcome. Going on a walk. That is a great idea. Got to keep it moving during this readathon. Very easy to just sit and not go outside or move or talk to other people or anything. Hello. Welcome, engineers. Thank you for showing up and showing out. I appreciate it. I think the engineers have got this, but I do also see some botanists in the chat, some scientists in the chat. Yeah, cause that so-called chaos that we have been accused of. Lexi did kind of come for our team as the chaos team, but so far it proves to be true. But hopefully these chaotic individuals can also be some real super readers, so we can win. Hello, reading Murder at the Taffy Shop. Nice. Also, how's my sound? Is it okay? Sometimes, let me check my mic. Yeah, sometimes StreamYard likes to switch up where it's pulling my audio from, so I sound more distant, but let me know if it sounds all right. Hello, Rachel from engineering is here. Love that. Hello, Rochelle. Thanks for popping in. Yes, hope we have some good sprints. We should be pretty productive because you only have me and I can only yap for so long. So I will keep us on track and get to actually sprinting, and I will hold you accountable for it. And some astronomers here. All right, it looks like we've got representation from everyone today. Hello, listening to DCC4 at work. Got it. We'll see. I'll do my best. Hello, I'm great. Thanks for asking. How's everyone else? How's your Monday going? Finished one book, about 1/3 through the next. Really liking it so far. A bit different than the rest of the series, but it's the last book. Oh, very nice. Let's go, engineers. Listening to Lore of the Wilds by Annalise Brana, 9% while doing some work. Very nice. I am also hoping to do some reading while getting some work done because unfortunately my workplace is still continuing with work expectations through the month of May, despite me having a readathon going on. It's really rude if you ask me, but so I will also be trying to balance some work stuff with a little bit of reading. 5 books finished so far. Not bad for the 4th of the month, if I do say so. Ooh, 50% into Don't Let the Forest In. Nice. That's a good one. And so is this one, in the middle of 3 books. So I'll be working a bit on starting on a bit of each, starting with The Dead Romantics. Yes, I also liked The Dead Romantics, so I hope you're enjoying that one. Hello, finished your book this morning, so not sure what you're moving on to. Well, that's a very exciting place to be. It's always so fun, but hard to pick a new book, especially, depending on your prompt situation. Sometimes it feels like too many options. Sometimes you just need somebody to tell you what to read. Hello, botanists showing up, astronomers. Hello. No friends today, sadly. Yeah, no friends today for me. I'm sure everyone else is kind of bogged down by work and other commitments that happen on Mondays during the day, but that's all right. Like I said, I will be able to keep us productive in this case. Hello. Here for the chaos. What? We are chaotic. Yes, engineers are a bit chaotic. Listening to Student Union, trying to get through my ALC before publication day tomorrow. That's a motivator for sure. Hello, Amy. No worries. Everyone is welcome. That's for sure. Reading 4 different books right now on the engineers. Well, let us know what you're starting with or what you're focusing on. Yes, I was not on the sprints either, but apparently Lexi did specifically publicly announce engineers as the chaos team. Hello, hey Bo. Watching while at work. I hope you're having a good work day. Go Scientists, reading If Then by Kate Hope Day. Kate Hope Day, that sounds familiar. What have I read? Yes, I read In the Quick by Kate Hope Day, which was a space book. So I hope you're enjoying that one. Submitted your second book. That's awesome. Halfway into Ladies in Hating. Nice. Lunchtime. So sprint came perfectly. Love that. Yeah, take a little break, a little lunch break, a little brain break, and then we will get right back into the productivity. Hello. Let me see how far behind I am. Okay, just a little bit. For science, of course. Yes, all of this is for the good of humanity. Saving Earth from the aliens. Started Shield of Sparrows today. Very nice. Oh, keep thinking it's Tuesday. It feels like a very Monday-ish Monday for me. I was traveling last week and the weekend before, so this is like Monday back to reality, and it is hitting like a Monday. So I figured sprints would be a great way to keep myself motivated to actually get my mind right and start getting things done again. Ooh, 2 chapters of Project Hail Mary left. That's very exciting. Love that book. Planned to clean today. Might read, might clean. I mean, who says you can't do both? Are you an audiobook person? Because I would definitely do both in that case. My day got a bit knocked off course. The car was supposed to go to the doctor this morning, but the car doc is out of the state. Oh, wow. That sounds like quite a headache to figure out. Awesome. Oh, yeah, bank holiday there in the UK. So you had a chill reading day. I actually knew that because my direct manager for work works in Europe. She's based in Luxembourg, and she is traveling to London for some training this week. And she was like, I didn't know it was a UK bank holiday, so the office is closed. Everything's closed. So yeah, I interestingly knew that. So glad to hear that you had a chilled reading day. Hopefully I can help you get a little bit more chilling in at the end of your night. I know, it's so rude of them to not know that Escape the Readathon is an absolute priority in May. Going to continue reading Bridgerton book 5. Nice. Trying to get to 75% before your boyfriend comes home and makes dinner. Love that. Currently at work on lunch hour. Nice. Reading Winter People. To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. I have not read that, but I've heard good things. So hope you're enjoying that. Finished a full 12 books. Incredible. Keep up the great work. Love to hear it. I know. So rude. Go Chaos Team. Ooh, currently reading The Caretaker. That's exciting. I will be reading that at some point soon. I've had the arc on NetGalley, but did not get to it. When does it actually publish? Sometime this month, I think, because it was also, was it an aardvark pick? Our book of the month? I picked it through something. So I have the physical copy shipping to me right now. So I will be reading it somewhat soon, depending on the prompts for Escape, probably. That was adorable. Take the role of chaotic very seriously. Yes, this I know. This I have seen. Hear from engineers, but got a hair appointment, so got to go. That's all right. Have a great hair appointment. Reading When in Rome. Nice. That should be a fun, quick one. The Tainted Cup. Nice. I don't know what you're talking about. The engineers are a super chill team. You know, not correct, but that's all right. Gonna start with Unsolved or maybe Postmortem. Not really sure. Well, that's all right. You have a couple more minutes to decide. Packing while listening to how the story goes and baking bread. That sounds very relaxing, although you're supposed to leave in an hour. So maybe it's not so relaxing when you have all of that going on at the same time. Yeah, how is The Caretaker? I would also love to hear that because I did enjoy We Used to Live Here. Too Old for This. Yes, I've also heard really good things about that book, but I had not read it. I read multiple other Samantha Downings, but not that one yet. I think actually my in-person book club picked that for an upcoming month, so I'll be reading it eventually. Hooked You from the very first chapter. That is exciting. Everything I Never Told You. Nice. Spells Trouble, also nice. Trying to decide what to read next. Just finished The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Nice. That's a pretty big one. So, yeah, you'll definitely have to figure out what vibe you're going for next. Are you going to stay in the like slower fantasy-ish realm or go for something completely different? Okay, so it's been out for a couple weeks. Got it. Starting tourist season. Nice. Gonna read How Much To. Not familiar, but I hope you're enjoying it. Reading The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Awesome. An Ember in the Ashes. Caretaker is amazing. Finished it the other day and it's redeemed horror for me. Wow. What? Wow, what a review. That is awesome to hear. Very excited about it. Okay, this is funny. You could use Too Old for This for an anti-rec because I did not like it at all. That is very funny. You know, I'm sure some people will take you up on that. And hello, good afternoon. All right. Do I have my timer pulled up? No. So I'm going to be doing that. Also, I can tell you what I'll be reading if I'm able to read and multitask a little bit. Okay, we're going to do 45 minutes. What color? Definitely purple for the engineers. Okay. I'm going to be reading a book. Trying to pull up the cover since I'm listening to the audiobook and I don't have the physical copy. Okay, Escape by Stephen Fishbach. Can you see this? I don't know. I am 50% of the way through. I was reading. Sorry, my throat is like very scratchy. So needing water when I'm the only one yapping. I listened to half of this book in April. And now I'm finally getting a chance to go back and finish the second 50%. But this is it's a fiction book, but it's about this competition reality TV show that is basically just like Survivor. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's so true. Escape is so perfect for Escape the Readathon. Yeah, Escape. So it's about this reality TV show basically based off of Survivor, and it's written by Stephen Fishbach, who was a contestant on Survivor. I think he's played a couple times. So he has all kinds of behind the scenes knowledge as to what it's like to be a contestant on a show like Survivor and like see how production works on a show like Survivor. It also references a whole bunch of other reality TV shows because he now does podcasting for a bunch of different reality shows. So he's very much like an expert on the subject of competition reality TV. And so he's pulled all of that into this fictional book about this show called Escape. And I'm really enjoying it so far. And I'm excited to keep reading it. Ooh, that's a good idea. Use it for the buzzword challenge for keyboard keys. I'm guessing because of the exclamation point. Yes, on your list. Yeah, I still love Survivor. I love Survivor and any and all competition reality TV shows. I love The Challenge. I love Traitors. I watch Big Brother. So yeah, it's very fun seeing it all kind of brought together in this book. Add to TBR. Yes, love that. The author is Stephen Fishbach. Stephen is with a PH and Fishbach is Fishbach. But if you search for Escape with an exclamation point, it should come up because the exclamation point is in the title and that's kind of unique. But yeah, this is what the cover looks like. If I can get that to show up. Okay. Yeah, big fan, big fan. Love it. All right. What do you say we get into our first sprint? I will share my screen. And I will figure out where I want this to be. Like this, I think will be good. I love when authors use their other interests when writing fiction. Like with Best Offer Wins, she was a real estate writer too at one point. I agree. I love this. I talk about this all the time, but I love when an author is passionate about something, especially if it's actually not something I'm also interested in. But I love seeing it like pulled into their writing so that like the main characters are obsessed with it and then you can just feel like the passion in the book. I agree with this point 100%. And yes, love Fishback. All right, let's get into our first sprint and we can do some more chatting afterwards. So if you haven't already, let me know what you're reading or doing. Drop it in the chat, and then we can check in after 45 minutes to see how it went. All right, happy sprinting. Okay, everybody. How'd it go? Let me know what you got done that sprint. If you were reading, let me know how much reading you got done. If you were doing something else productive, let me know. If you did not do any of that and you just rotted for 45 minutes, let me know. Let me take this thing off of me. We have Alexi joining. Let me figure out how to, there we go, show you.
Hi.
Go.
Oh, getting off the couch was hard.
Yes, I understand. I was fighting with Discord, or not Discord, StreamYard a little bit. I hate how I'm mirrored from what the audience sees on my StreamYard view. Is
Yeah.
this something I could change? But like when I was looking at where to put the timer, I put it on top of me and was like, the whole point is that I'm trying to arrange things to how it looks.
Yep.
So you can see everything, but
I've done that before and nobody told me until like the end. Because sometimes it will just like switch, because I generally do have it so that like I see what everybody else sees for that reason. But nobody told me, and I was like, I made a comment. People are like, yeah, we can't see that. And I'm like,
there we go. I just switched it. Okay. Yeah, very annoying, but I checked for myself, luckily within the first sprint, so I was able to get it off of my own head. But so what have you been up to? Any reading today, or just
no,
surviving?
I had to pick up groceries, and then it's Adam's day off, so we ate lunch together, and I had to do some spreadsheet things and getting stuff ready for things in the future for the readathon so that it's just done. And I'm still working on that. But I am reading Molka by Monica Kim.
Oh, nice. I have that one from Book of the Month. But I have not read it yet. It's making you mad?
Yeah.
In a good way? Like in a everyone is going to get what they deserve way? Or
in her other book, that is what happened. So I'm assuming that that will be the case. And it's like, I am feeling what she's trying to make me feel. So it's effective.
Makes sense.
Oh, it's rough.
Yeah. Nice. I'm reading while working. So I only got 7% more into my book, but I'm reading Escape by Stephen Fishbach, which is like a survivor-based book.
What's his Rob Sesternino or whatever his name was just near me for his book tour for his I think it might be nonfiction.
Yeah, his is like a study on or something.
Yeah. I was like, I only know who he is because he was on like an episode of The Traitors. But
yes. Poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware of that book. I don't have any immediate plans to read it since it's nonfiction, but
yeah, I just saw that he was going to be there. I'm like, oh, cool. And then that's all I thought about it.
Nice. How'd everyone else do? Let us know. Took a shower. That's productive. That's all right that you missed the beginning of sprints. I'll be going for a few more hours. Take-home exam. That's not so fun. Hopefully it's going okay. 10% into the Gravewood. Listen to 3 chapters. Ooh, didn't read but posting stuff on Pango. That's productive. Read 10 pages, cooked and ate lunch. Nice. Answered some emails, got 14%. Work calls, read 5 pages. Okay, a little reading is happening. Hello to Lexi. 2 chapters done, but then had to get back to work. I feel your pain. 32% into The Woman in the Cabin. The Woman in the Cabin. What a generic title. 3 pages read before my mom came to bother me. Well, maybe the next sprint will be a little bit more productive for all of us. Hello, welcome. Started a book called Murderland. Got 20 pages in. Very nice. Came in late, rotted for the last 10 minutes or so. We'll start reading for the next sprint. Perfect. No reading done, but lots of work. That is still productive. Love that. 166 into Dead Romantics. It's okay so far. Have you read all of Ashley Poston's books, Lexi?
No, I've only read the 7-Year Slip. I did just get the Dead Romantics, but I haven't read any of the other ones.
I think the 7-Year Slip was my favorite by her so far, but
yeah, that one. Well, she had was it like a music related one that came out after that one?
A Novel Love Story is one of them.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. I might have just like said it as song in my head. I don't know.
Maybe. Or maybe I'm missing one.
I thought she had one that had like music notes on the cover, but it could be someone else too.
Oh yeah, Sounds Like Love. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gave that one 3 stars. I gave Dead Romantics 3 stars. And then I gave Novel Love Story and 7-Year Slip 4 stars.
I think I also gave 7-Year Slip 4 stars.
Yeah, they're all very different, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Hello, napped, made dinner, ate dinner. Nice work. Planted a strawberry plant on your lunch break. That's fun.
NetGalley, I'm so behind.
Same.
It's gotten so bad. I think I have 50 books that I need to because the problem is I like have started signing up for like influencer programs, and a lot of times they just email you and they're like, here's this link if you want it, and I'm like,
yeah, like I'll click that.
I do, thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I need to figure something out. I am like, if I get them sent to me physically, trying to prioritize those because I don't get very many. But yeah, it's my score is, I think, like exactly at 50%.
Yeah, I mean, could be worse.
It was at like 70 just a couple months ago, but I keep accepting things that they email me about.
Yeah. I wonder what they can see on their side when it comes to that, because yeah, that seems like a different than like requesting and getting approved. But my NetGalley, I'm still at a pretty high percentage because I maintained it for a very long time at like 100%. Now I probably have like 10 or 12 books that I need to review, and I think I've read like 5 or 6 of them. I just have been so behind on my actual review writing that I'm like, if I could just sit down and write this, I would knock out half of my NetGalley outstanding books. It's just not happening right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I had 2 because I finished that time travel or time loop book.
Yeah.
And, the new C.G. Drews. I had both of those.
Nice. Maybe someday.
I don't have hope in myself.
Well, it's a cycle because then you get caught up and you're like, awesome, let me go in and request more, and then it just starts all over again.
Yeah, I'm struggling. But if they're going to email me, I'm not going to stop.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you're just going to send them pre-approved, then that's not our faults. That's exactly. On you.
Exactly.
That's funny. Made it to 71%. Sent work emails. Nice. I'm going to be jumping forward a bit. Also, we'll be reading Molka this month. I haven't seen much for reviews yet. I've seen a lot of buzz about the book, but I just haven't been paying attention to what people are actually thinking about it after the fact. But
I know Gabby gave it 5 stars. And
Kayla
read it, but I don't remember what she said about it.
Well, this bodes well.
Yeah, it's very frustrating, especially as a woman. But that's like the world.
Real life.
Yeah.
Funny. Yeah, lots of Molka interest.
I mean, I think you all have proven yourselves.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's denying it at this point. I think it's a badge of honor that the engineers are claiming.
Yep.
Happy you picked up Molka. That was the book I was devastated you had to drop. Are you reading for a team Do you move around teams? What do you do?
I just kind of exist. So the thing is, in the past years, we have had people reading against all of the teams, and I did that. This year, I'm just kind of existing, and if I think of something fun, I'll let you all know. But right now, I'm just reading and doing things behind the scenes.
That's fair. There's quite a lot behind the scenes, so that
Yeah.
is fair.
Yeah. I'm already like, how do I change this so I don't have to do all
Yeah,
of
like I'm mad at myself in the past for setting this up this way.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm going to read Remarkably Bright Creatures. That's on my very soon TBR. I'm excited about it. Really enjoyed the last few. Ashley Poston's Neck Ellie's at 9%. See, could be worse. So cute how all the American girlies are on their lunch break. All of us Euro girlies are having dinner. You know, it kind of lines up. That's why I do like doing daytime sprints for in the US, because I know a lot of people in Europe miss out on the nighttime US sprints. So glad to have some of you guys joining for your evenings. Thinking about starting a group called Arcs Anonymous. That's fun. Very fun. Working today. Well, thanks for joining. Hopefully we can keep you productive. I agree. Monday is Mondaying. Need accountability. Outside of work, listening to Rites of the Starling. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Skipping forward a little bit.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. No, people in the engineers chat were like, I'm sad you're alone. And I'm like, I am fine being alone because then I keep up with everything. Chat as long as I feel like chatting. And then I'm like, all right, on to the next sprint. It's fine.
I'll just sit here and look.
You're like, I'll just sit here and exist and get to sort of keep putting off the other responsibilities of the day.
Yeah, I can procrastinate when I'm talking.
That's funny. Lexi is like our own Wizard of Oz. It's true. You're working behind the curtain. Pop out every once in a while with your own chaos in the chats. Because whenever Lexi enters the chat, everyone goes a little crazy about what this could mean.
Sometimes I'm like dropping hints and literally nobody says anything. And then they're like, oh, that's what you meant by this earlier.
Well, yeah, I feel like everybody
are like, what are you doing? So
yeah, I feel like everybody behind the scenes, whenever you drop a message, they're like, do I respond to this as if it means something, or do I just actually respond to what you're asking? You're like, hey, how's it going?
Yep.
Do I actually tell her how it's going? Do I actually respond?
It's
or
so
do
funny.
I just wait? Alrighty, let me pull our timer back up. We can get into another sprint. If anybody here hasn't already, let us know what you're doing. Go ahead and pop it in the chat for accountability purposes. And we'll check in again in 45 more minutes.
Also, I'm so sorry that my thing is an eyeball if I turn my camera off. Just want to know.
Hello. How did everybody do?
Hopefully you can hear me. I'm a little further away, but
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. I did a whole lot of nothing. Jordan and I are on the very opposite ends of efficiency.
I don't know if that's true. That's
I bet you did more than just nothing.
we can call it self-care. We all need moments of nothing.
Well, it's like I went to go take the sheets off the bed to wash them, but one of my cats was sleeping on the bed. So I was like, well, I guess I'll come back later. So it's like that, I attempted, but
You did. The universe just said, no, we're good.
Yep.
That is funny. I was not like super productive. I did get a couple of work things responded to, which is good. I still have more to do for sure. And I was listening to my book the whole time. I'm 63% of the way through Escape now. So that's good. This book is pretty long.
It seemed pretty chunky. Are you liking it?
I am liking it. And it's I'm finding that I actually don't like reality TV in books as much as shows. I like books that like have an element of reality TV, but in terms of like just following a show throughout a book, like I don't attach the same way to book characters as I do to TV characters in this sort of environment. Like if it's too big of a cast in a book, like I just can't connect to all of them the way I would on a TV show. So it's a little bit harder to get as invested into it. But what I'm liking about it is that there's just so much talk about like the making of reality TV, and it references actual events that have happened in different TV shows that are like also present within the book's universe, if that makes sense. And I like that a lot. So we'll see like how the last part of the book is, because I read the book of Luke, which is another like survivor-ish fiction book, and I just like by the end of that one it got crazy, but I just couldn't keep everyone straight. I didn't really know what was happening, so I was just like I just can't care at the end of this book.
I have the same issue too. I read, what's that one that a lot of people were liking towards the end of last year? It wasn't like a thriller. It was on the Goodreads Choice Awards, so I could find it. But I had the same thing. I was like, there's so many people that I don't really care about any of them specifically. So by the time it was like to less people and more things happening, I'm like, well, I don't care about you because I didn't like initially
know you. It's like the opposite problem of, or not the opposite, but just like opposite tastes, which has been an interesting thing to understand about myself, about like specifically what I like in books is different from specifically what I like in movies, which is different than what I like in TV shows. Like they all serve a very different purpose in my brain.
The Compound, though.
Oh, The Compound. Okay, I haven't read that one. Okay, interesting.
And that one's not really a thriller, even though I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
But then there's like more intense things, and I'm like, this could have been fun if we were doing this more. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was okay. I gave it 3 stars, but
yeah, it sounds good. I'm reading, it's called Escape with an exclamation point by Stephen Fishback. Yeah, we'll see. It's I just looked it up though. It's 448 pages, which is quite long by my standards. I don't read very chunky books on the usual. So yeah. But how did everybody else do? Let us know. Not sure how far back I was, but let's see. Oh God, take away from this section is menstrual blockage.
Oh.
Instead of pregnancies. Wow. That's a weird one. I also made an afternoon coffee because it's necessary for this Monday. Hello, welcome. Happy Monday. Another 5% between customers, 80% of ladies in hating. I had to get on my team. They were, again, being chaotic in the chat, so I told them to lock in. So we're going to imagine that they're all studiously
Oh
reading
yeah.
right now.
I was there earlier. It's just what a time.
Yes, what a time. This sounds like
The
a
boss
good
is sitting
decision. Always chaotic 100% of the time. Okay, see? You just need a little direction. It's like the chaos just needs to be channeled towards a purpose, and then it can be productive.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy to be that driver of focus. That's funny. Earlier they were asking about the post-it notes.
Oh
You
yeah.
said was the map, but now is your videos.
Yeah.
Any secrets about videos to come?
Well, these are all the books that I need to read picked from other booktubers. So there's a lot of them here.
Yes. Any doubles this time?
Yes. And guess what? You're one of them again.
Again?
Yeah.
Forget what I even said. So
um,
exciting.
Yeah, it was just I just thought it was funny that it was you specifically. But I guess 3 of these are for another video, but we'll see how. Oh, rude. You want to sit on my post-it
Let me
notes?
check these out. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. You were reading these? You were looking at these? Let me just
Yep. Covers the whole thing. Yeah, so that's gonna take up most of my time. So I don't know how many other vlogs I'll get done, but
yeah, that makes sense. Yes, chaos and productive at the same time. That's really the best of both worlds. It's chaotic good, I would say. Yeah, I guess we can. It's definitely not a shouting from the rooftops favorite yet. So
you don't need me. You can sit there. Okay.
So funny.
Yeah.
All right. I can get back to our next sprint. I probably have 2 more sprints in me before I gotta go get the kiddos. So that's good. This is good. 2 chapters left. You can do it. And also, this is very exciting.
Oh,
congrats. What a crazy time to be job hunting right now. Very exciting. And more time to read. That is also good to not be job searching and get to read instead.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining. All right, let me pull this back up. Do another 45 minutes. Happy sprinting. Sorry, no idea how long ago the timer went off.
It just went off.
Perfect. How did that go? Any more productive?
I cleaned my desk, which is why I turned my camera off. Also, so I joined, I guess it was last year that I joined your birthday sprints. And it was like, so you had done Escape 1 year, and then it was before last year. So like we like kind of knew each other, but still not really.
Yes.
So I was like, I'm not gonna have the eyeball on. So I thought I took the eyeball as my picture off. On my end, it wasn't there. After the whole thing, someone was like, because I said that like, oh, I removed it for this. They were like, nope, it was still there the whole time. And I'm like, okay. Cool.
Why does StreamYard just ruin our lives?
Right? I was like, I don't like, it's your birthday sprints. Like, I don't really know you that well, so I'll just not be an eyeball. And I was still an eyeball. So I think about that sometimes.
That is funny.
I cleaned my desk and I also put in the sheets that I didn't the other time.
That is good.
And I was talking to Monica about some like behind the scenes stuff since she's helping me.
Exciting. Very exciting. I was work productive that sprint. I did not really listen to my book very much, but I was very in the zone. I was doing my favorite work task, which is to schedule meetings for the future. I don't like doing meetings in the moment, but I can schedule the heck out of a future meeting. So I had a bunch of those to catch up on. So yeah, my next couple weeks will be busy, but that is what it is. And I 68%. This book is still, I had started this book in April and got to like 50%. So I was kind of out of the flow of the book. So the good news is it's coming back to me. It's not a hard book to keep straight, everything that's happening, but
that's good.
Like I said, it does feel a little bit long. So I'm hoping the rest of it goes kind of quickly.
Yeah, I feel like a thriller or thriller adjacent book doesn't need to be that many pages.
It really doesn't. Yeah. It I think it's because it does rotate perspectives and you're getting a couple of the like participants in the show. I'm reading Escape by Stephen Fishbach, by the way, for anyone who didn't hear. But then you're also getting a producer perspective. So it is interesting, but like they're very different. So I feel like the book is trying to really beef up both sides of the storyline.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but it's a pretty short span of time that the show is, which makes sense. So it's like, all right, let's move it along. Yeah. Let's see. How did everybody else do? Hey, Danny, welcome. 75% through. Got a haircut and chopped 9 inches off. That's exciting. I do love me a good hair chop every couple of years.
I feel like your hair's been pretty long since I've known you.
I'm a chronic, like I'll grow it for a couple years and then chop it to like shoulders. And the last time I did that was October 2024, which was the same time I dyed my hair like the brown color that it is now. I used to be pretty blonde. So yeah, since then I've just been letting it grow and my hair grows pretty fast. So I suspect by the fall time again, I'll be at that 2-year mark and I'll be looking for a good chop.
Is your hair more this color, like naturally? Or
it's pretty close to this. This is a little bit darker than my natural, but it's right on that like brown blonde cusp. So I was a denier for a long time of like I'm a blonde. I will be blonde. I must be blonde. Blonde is my identity. And then I decided to dye it brown and I do like it a lot better. So
I still like think of you as having blonde hair though.
It is still a pretty like, it's a highlighted brown. So it's still kind of blonde realm. It's just like, it's dark enough that like anybody who's like, I'm a blonde is like, no, that's brown. That's like, that is dark.
Yeah. But I have the same issue with my eye color because it's like a hazel, but hazel is usually a mix of brown and green, and mine is a
Yeah.
mix of blue and green. So people like, I never know what to say my eye color is. So I'm like, just don't ask
Yeah,
me.
that's tough because I feel like also people with hazel eyes, like sometimes it looks kind of gray-ish.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, like
You're
my
like,
license says hazel, but I feel like I'm lying.
yeah. Or you're like, nobody would actually be able to identify what that
Mhm.
means.
Yeah, but like, I mean, at the airport, like nobody's questioned me, so I
Yeah.
guess it's fine. But I overthink everything. So
That is kind of interesting that that's something on IDs. I guess kind of everything on IDs is interesting because all of it can change. Like eye color can be kind of different depending on who's assessing it, but then like hair color and weight can obviously change
mhm.
a lot. Maybe not height so
Yep.
much, but very interesting that we like document it for so many years.
Mhm.
Just got back from grocery shopping. I got dinner started in the crock pot. Meatball subs. That sounds delicious. Love that. Finally finished a chapter after 3 hours. Love that for you. And that's productive. Chores in the kitchen. That's productive. Read like 40 pages. Yeah, we're all getting a little bit distracted, aren't we? Made it like 3 pages, started falling asleep. Fair enough. It's hard when you're always blonde, you get older, and your hair just keeps getting darker and darker. Yes, 100%. That is my reality.
Yeah, it's interesting how that happens. My hair was like a light brown when I was younger, and
Hmm.
like,
Has
I don't
also gotten
understand
darker.
what's the reason. Like,
Yeah, I don't know either because it
I
doesn't
don't get it.
really. Eventually, I guess it goes the other way when it starts going gray and just losing all pigment.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's not like your hair ever gets really blonder as you grow
Yeah.
up. I have three very blonde children now. So I suspect the same thing will happen for them, where it'll eventually get darker.
Mhm.
Still blonde, the darkest blonde. It's like I will keep claiming the blonde title. Yeah, Hazel
Yeah,
is getting fun.
it's so hard to tell. If I cry, they look bright green. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's odd.
100% blonde. So is Cassidy and Mel.
Mel definitely is. If you Cassidy technically has like a strawberry blonde, which makes her a redhead.
Yeah.
Like that one's also difficult, but yeah.
Well, and
Nobody can
different.
my hair color is definitely brown,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that's definitely true. But yeah, in different lighting, different people see different things. And I've seen people say something about blonde is like what color your hair reflects. Like if it reflects light, it technically is blonde. If it absorbs light, it's technically brunette. But I don't see that any more than I see like skin undertones when you see people do like the color analysis of like like it all. I don't see anything.
do
I
you
see
know how
maybe
expensive those are?
camera adjustments. Yeah, they're super expensive.
There's like a place near me that opened, and I was just like curious, and it was like almost $400. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
I had a coworker who did that one time and she like brought her thing with her back to work to show me like the, all of her colors so that she like they give you a thing so you can take it when you go shopping to like hold it
mm,
up to clothes and stuff like that to compare to find the clothes that are in your colors. And I'm
mhm.
like, I I don't know. Like you could hold that up to anything and I feel like I would be able to justify like, yeah, that's pretty close to that. That must be your color. I mean, because they give you like the tones in each color. So like you still have every color available to you. It's just more of the like, are you more of the bright pastel-y or more of the like bold jewel tone of each color?
Mhm.
I'm not very graphically gifted in general, let alone like color theory and everything
I think,
specific there. So I'm not the
yeah,
person to be
I think it's an interesting
differentiating.
concept. I I just don't know if I would spend that money because I don't think I would apply it.
Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't either. And especially, yeah, if you like order things online, then you have a whole nother challenge of color matching.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly this. 5 years is a long time to hold yourself to the descriptors.
I don't think my license has weight on it, but I know some places do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head if mine does either, but good work, good work. Your blonde is really dark blonde.
That's how I feel about sometimes, like some people when they're like, I'm blonde, and I'm like,
Honey.
no. But if that makes you feel good. But I definitely get it if you grew up and not like your hair color was lighter. So
Yeah, it's weird. Well, and yeah, this is weird. I get this a lot still, and I'm like, well, it's very brown to my eye, and what I tell my hairdresser, because we dye it darker than the natural now. But yeah, I still like the highlights though, so still a little bit bright. Quick, someone make Lexi cry. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm gonna do one more sprint, and then I will call it for my day. So, one more time, if anybody wants to pop what they're doing into the chat, just let us know. Then we can check in. Lock in, everybody. This is your last chance to actually be productive for these sprints. So, if you've been rotting the rest of this time, I'm calling you out to do something productive. It can be throwing in laundry or something, or listening to an audiobook as you play games or whatever. Fair enough. All right. Happy sprinting. Alrighty, great sprinting, everybody. Let us know how you did. What'd you get done over the last 4-ish hours? I made it 74%. I think that's pretty good for also working. I have 1 hour and 46 minutes left at the school that I'm listening to, so
That's not bad.
it's a little bit more soon.
I'm 55% into Molka.
Nice. Are you listening to the audio and reading physically?
Yeah.
Finished your book, back to writing a review. I agree with this. I hate writing reviews for DNF Darks. It does not happen often, but sometimes I do this as well. Made another 8%, leaving 9% to go. Almost done. Good job. Hung up laundry, 70 pages left in your book. Here we go. Looks like we were productive. Did some TBRing for June already. My gosh. I don't even have a semblance of a TBR for May. So
Yeah, my TBR game like really determines that, but without that, I'm like, how do you pick books? I don't know.
watching your TBR video is such a roller coaster of emotions because I'll be like typing a comment for one of the books and then you'll be like, just kidding. Not reading that one. I'm like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I do try to like everything I put on is like, well, maybe I'll get to this. Like,
Yeah, like
even if
still
I remove
could.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially this round was just like whiplash at the beginning.
It was. Yeah, eventually you got an actual stack going, but I was like,
Yep.
70%. Nice work. Got your book finished. That's exciting. Do you want to know a secret? I don't even know that book.
Just so many books. It's
Miss
crazy.
Frida, just putting in the work. 65%. Listened to quite a bit and got a lot of work done. That's awesome. Less than 10 minutes left of your workday. There you go. And now even less. So that's very exciting. I am also very close to logging out for the day and going to pick up my kids. So we made it through the day. 86%. Changed books and picked up A Blood at the Root. Read 43 pages. That's a pretty good. Ooh, renewed your library card over the phone. Now that's some good productivity and adulting. Very exciting. 38%. Awesome, awesome. Edited your video and listened to, and now back to you. Exciting. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining, everybody. I do think there are more sprints happening later today, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely check those out if you need more motivation to be reading today. But thanks so much for joining. Is this the link for later?
Yep, on Rochelle's channel.
Excellent.
Start in 2 hours.
Excellent. Perfect time to take a break, go for a walk or something, do something good for your body, and then get ready to hunker down for more reading tonight. All right. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later. See you in the Discord and everywhere. More sprints later. Bye.